Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Mustangs will boot it away to start the game. Out of the end zone. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. So California's offense will have first crack at this one. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
I'm not sure you have much in the script to convert a third and this long on the opening drive. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Oh, better look out! So SMU's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass, it's Tucker. Makes the catch, it's Flawletta. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Nice move to pick up yardage. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys go.
There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season.
Touchdown Mustangs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on, this receiver in the offseason,
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they're going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Man, that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's his second sack of the day. And guess what, dudes? He leads the nation in sacks. You better know where he is on every play. That dude has a knack for getting quarterbacks on the ground.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Here's a heat. Got it set up on the outside. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, the defense ran a long way that time in pursuit, but they were able to make the tackle for a big loss, and they've got to get lined up right away because the offense is going quickly.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult, and I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Mustangs will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Back to pass, it's Shaw. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field. And look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop. We got to stop the bleeding and get the ball back to our offense.
Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Finds a man in the middle. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to bowl his way out. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to power it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Tucker. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown! From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Swings it out to the flat. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
The kick is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything.
Oh, he's got some space. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's...
Going deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. Gets it out fast. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Looking for a man. It's Tucker. The quick out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs! They'll move the tight end. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Punt is in the air. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here comes the Heat. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Look at the big fella roll. Touchdown, Cal. How about... First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Golden Bears. The defense takes matters into its own hands. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry up. Dropping back, it's Tucker. He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Now on first down from the 43.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Leon. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the right. It it, and now there are 4 seconds. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Starting this third quarter on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 45, on his way. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And the Mustangs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Floats it out in space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
They'll try to run for it. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Mustangs will hustle to the line. The offense changing the play. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Boom. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time.
Touchdown, SMU! And the beatdown has ensued.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's off. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. The Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
2nd down coming up. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. Snags it down the right side. Up to the races. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fears the pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
And the Mustangs want to move quickly. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Tucker. Buys a little extra time. Dumps it off in the flats. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Quickly complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to slam in.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Wide receiver going in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Power ahead. Fighting its way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly on the move. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Wants to throw. It's Tucker. Now he's going to break the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab down the middle. And they exploited that soft spot and get it down to the 35. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Unleashes one. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete to the left. Lots of running room. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
Trying to barrel in. Touchdown Mustangs. And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulled and fired complete. At the 35, he's open. Oh, a lot of space. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Golden Bears just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Turning it on. He smashes his way through again. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He'll set up to throw. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Using the quick game. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives him some more room to work.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and...
Gonna let it fly. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy: just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Tucker. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Looking to get it in. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. And with that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat. And the Golden Bears buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Traore. He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Send the tight end in motion. On the run, it's Green. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Complete to the right. Breaks into the open. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing is gone.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Golden Bears line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. At the 30. And he's going to go down as time has run out. This one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another...